In the vibrant city of Eneida Bay, the race for mayor is reaching its climax, with three candidates vying for the top spot. Each brings a unique vision to the table, promising transformative changes that could shape the city's future. Laura Foley, renowned for her dedication to healthcare, has unveiled their ambitious plans to expand hospital coverage with a cutting-edge medical campus if she could win the election. And her husband, Thomas Foley, so confident in his wife's impending victory, has already begun expanding their pharmaceutical factory. This bold move anticipates an increased demand for medicine, promising not only enhanced healthcare access, but also the creation of numerous jobs in pharmaceutical productions and distribution. Lucas Fox, the advocate for the underrepresented, focuses his campaign on providing affordable housing. With the city's growing immigrant population, he proposes a housing initiative that will create safe, affordable homes in low-income areas with options to pay rent in cash since the city has yet to establish a central bank. To win last-minute favor, Fox pledges to employ local workers in the construction and maintenance of these housing projects, ensuring that the community directly benefits from the development. Meanwhile, little is heard from hotel mogul George Marble. However, the Blackpool Drilling Corporation, a major player in the energy sector, has announced the introduction of a new fuel plant. This initiative aims to revolutionize the local energy landscape by providing a more fuel for Eneida Bay's vehicular residents, much to the disapproval of the Eneida Bay Transit Authority, who aim to retain their lead over the people as their primary form of transportation. The plant is expected to create numerous jobs ranging from engineers and technicians to plant operators and administrative staff. As the campaign trail unfolds, the citizens of Eneida Bay are left to ponder. Which candidate's vision will lead the city into a brighter future? With promises of new jobs and economic growth, the stakes are higher than ever and the possibilities are endless. The stage is set for a thrilling election, where each candidate's last-minute efforts could tip the scales in their favor. Heyo and Welcome to Build and Beautify Season 2. In this City Skylines modded Let's Play, we'll build Eneida Bay, a vibrant city of our dreams featuring transit-oriented development, clean energy, and deep city detailing. In our last episode, we built our first milliard featuring the paper factory and the Northeast Content Creator Asset Pack, expanded our transport services, and were introduced to hotel businessman George Marble. So if you happen to miss the last episode, then click on the info card above or check out the entire Build and Beautify Season 2 playlist located in the description below. In today's episode, we will witness each candidate's last-minute effort to gain favor by introducing jobs and housing within their specialties. The Foley family plans to expand their pharmaceutical production, while Lucas Fox introduces new affordable housing initiatives. Meanwhile, as George Marble remains confident in his victory, the Blackpool Drilling Corporation opens a new fuel plant. But will these initiatives be enough to sway the voters and turn the tide of the election in their favor? So if you haven't already jumped on over to the community tab on YouTube, make sure to do so and vote for your next mayor of Eneida Bay. And are you enjoying building Eneida Bay? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what features you would build in your dream city. If you can't wait to see the new season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. And don't miss out on our Eneida Bay merchandise linked in the description below. Alrighty, so I'm wicked excited to start today's constructions and see how each candidate's plans affect the current unemployment rate in Eneida Bay. So kick back, grab your beverage of choice, and please enjoy. Confident that his wife would win, and knowing if she did, she would massively expand Eneida Bay's healthcare services, Thomas Foley extended his loan and laid out plans to expand his pharmaceutical factory despite the market being saturated. After all, if Laura Foley won, she would undoubtedly construct a massive hospital, center of disease control, and undoubtedly those centers would need a healthy supply of medicines. Therefore, Thomas Foley laid out a plan to construct a second pharmaceutical factory nearby his existing one, complete with warehouses, chemical plants, and an office building to house his administration workers. So, our plan is to use anarchy to abuse our signature buildings and place another factory down. This will provide us another 100 employees in the pharma factory alone. We will buffer this employment number with some additional manufacturing buildings and a prominent office building, and I think I'll use the Principus office building as I feel it will blend it in nicely with the pharma factories. So let's come on in and let's construct these buildings, and I am going to use specific asset buildings and then add in more props and whatnot using the Find It tool. Hedges, fences, and stone walls really help section areas off, so I feel they kind of complete the area. And honestly, I just kind of love abusing the surfaces and adding props into industrial areas as the props kind of feel like clutter, which I think adds a nice touch to an industrial area. Hoping to curry favor with the new immigrant population entering Eneida Bay, Lucas Fox begins the construction of 2 new housing developments. The first, purchasing land from George Marble's failing motels near Millyard No. 1 to repurpose into homes, and the second, near his posher pedestrian pier aimed at providing affordable housing to those fresh off the interregional boat or train. Therefore, Lucas Fox has a 2-part plan. The first is to demolish the motels near the yellow subway station and Millyard No. 1, building a new home. These homes will either be the old factory condos, the CO10 condo signature buildings, just simply because I think they're going to blend it nicely with the Millyard and because I missed a phenomenal opportunity to incorporate these assets. So we will either incorporate one or the other or both, depending on how the area looks. The next area Lucas Fox will construct is a little chunkier and will be right here, sort of near the highway and the main arterials of the downtown area. I figured this wouldn't be a bad area to plop down some low-rent housing, and I hope to abuse the mods to create a bit of a unique area with these assets. Perhaps a little layering, definitely some parking, and probably some more detailing shenanigans, because we all know how I really enjoy detailing. So kick back, relax, and let's start our signature condos and see where we might be able to add them near our Millyard and create just enhance that old brick style shoreline we have created. We will then meet back up before constructing the low income area housing. Next, let's construct the low-income housing area, and I'm picturing perhaps 3 to 4 chunky apartment buildings for the new residents to live in, build their wealth, and then upgrade their lifestyle. Honestly, we haven't built that many low-income housing areas yet, so the game is sort of starved for this at the moment, and this is why I want to be a little chunkier with this build so that we may satisfy the need. Finally, the Blackpool Drilling Corporation has announced the opening of their new fuel plant in the Old Harbor area. This announcement comes with a mixture of excitement and dismay. For some, this is a much-needed employment opportunity, while for others, such as the Eneida Bay Transit Authority, this new fuel plant is dismal and encourages vehicular traffic over the public transit the EBTA has painstakingly attempted to provide the citizens of Eneida Bay. So let's chat about the plan a little bit. Way back when we welcomed the Blackpool Drilling Corporation from Pine Harbor County into Eneida Bay, I wanted to build the fuel plant, but could not force the asset to convert raw oil into petrochemicals. Well, honestly, I gave up. While we have attempted a few mini-games of Whack the Grow Ball, I have noticed that the companies moving into our assets change frequently based on what the game needs. I thought this might be a clever way to bypass a mod that would allow us to choose the business that moved into a building, which would, honestly, break the game, but it seems the game will override the mechanical needs no matter what. So, long story short, I want to place our fuel plant in, and if the asset chooses to convert grain into petrochemicals, then so be it. And if the asset chooses to convert oil into petrochemicals, then yeah, I'll consider it a bonus win. Alrighty, everyone, I think that is going to wrap up today's episode. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. And don't forget to check out our Eneida Bay merchandise linked in the description below. Also, before you go, please don't forget to vote for the next mayor of Eneida Bay over in the community tab on YouTube. Alright, until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.